Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day out there. And just sitting here. It's a nice, quiet day. Playing my Tony Yamamoto guitar. I enjoy playing this. This is a 12-fret guitar. And I apologize, it doesn't have the frets or the markers for you to see. When I'll try to call out the frets to make it easy. I do have markers on the side, but a lot of these handmade guitars, they don't put markers on them. And this is one of them, but it is 12 fret. It's to the body. Here's the 12th fret right here. But because of this Venetian cutaway, I still have access up here. Very easy access, as a matter of fact. So yeah, so it's really a beautiful guitar and easy to play. I was wondering, have you ever seen these strings? Let me see if I got it here. There we go. These are made by Martin. They're called the titanium core. I've never used them before. I had someone bring them by today. They picked them up and brought them by and dropped them off. We opened them up and took a look at them. I'm going to put them on my Martin guitar. I might even do a comparison so you can see if you hear a difference. But these strings cost $39.95. Would you pay $39 for a set of acoustic strings? They're 53 12s. They are light strings. I like the 12s, 12 lights. I don't like the 11s. So I'm going to put them on my Martin SC13 and see how they sound on there. And we'll do a little comparison. But they're titanium core. And if you look at how they're wound, let me show you this. They're very smooth. They're almost like an electric string. They're wound so precisely. And then the end, look at that end. They say they don't corrode a lot. They also say that they're a lot more mellower sounding. And perhaps they have a home in the studio, that they do very well in the studio setting. But so we're going to try them out. We'll see. But I'll tell you what, when I buy strings, I'm used to paying maybe $12, $13 because I like the elixirs. And you can get cheaper strings. You can buy these Martins here. Let me pull them up here. These are the authentic acoustics. These are $7.49. So to pay $39.95 for a set of strings, it just, I'll tell you what, it's scary. That's a lot of money for a set of strings that's going to corrode in just a few weeks. But if they last longer than your regular strings, if, let's say a set lasts the time that you'd give to maybe an elixir set, then perhaps it's worth it if they sound really nice and if the sound is significantly improved. And if the playability is significantly improved. Anybody out there have them and you use them all the time, you just love them? Make a comment. I want to hear about it. Okay, so that's good. I'll be doing that video coming up. So today we're going to talk about the C sharp minor ninth chord. Just one little chord we're going to talk about. Of course, I'm going to put a few chords to it, but this particular chord is kind of hard, of struggle to get at first. Now, if you're an advanced player, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that perhaps, stick around just the regular chording, okay? So, but it's a little bit of a stretch, especially if you have small hands like I do. Of course, I have a short scale here, so I have an advantage with the short scale. But let me show you the chord. Here it is right here. And that's what it sounds like. It's a really nice sound. It's almost a little bit wistful. Or sounds like the bossa nova. A little jazzy there, depending on how you put your strum or beat to it. So, but this chord likes A chords, E chords, B chords, so let's try that, okay? So we're gonna that buzz, the A5 to the E. Then I'm going to take that E formation, move it up here to the B. Okay, so that's the C sharp minor ninth. Let's show you how you make the chord. Okay, we're going to be counting from the bottom string is 1 up. So go to the fourth string, put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret. Okay, then you're going to take and on the 5th string, I can count 5th string with your middle finger, put it on the 4th fret. Okay, and then your ring finger is going to go on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Pinky finger is going to go on the 2nd string, 4th fret. Now, if you're feeling like that's uncomfortable or you're not getting a clean sound, then take a look at where your thumb is at. If your thumb is up here, you're never going to get it there. It's got to be behind, and it should be almost directly behind where your pointer finger is. Okay, so it'd be about right here. If it's up here, you know, like in here, that's not going to work either. Okay, if it's too far back, if it's, you know, too far up, this is not going to work. It's got to be right behind there. See that? What that does is it kind of makes you kind of curl back your hand, which is a really good position to get this, because now you're on the tips, a little more on the tips, not completely. You don't want to be on the tips of your finger, but it moves you closer to that, okay? So, see that? But if it's here, it doesn't sound right, okay? Because I can't get the notes right. There we go, okay? So once you get that, and it does take repetition, so you got to practice it. The word practice means to repeat, right? So you're going to repeat it until your brain and your fingers connect, until it remembers. It says, oh yeah, I know that chord. And you know, if your hand gets tired, stop, rest it, shake it out, and try it again. Just keep going back to it until you get used to it. If you're having problems with that, you might do part of it. Like you might take, just do these 2 strings to start with. Move them around, put them on, lay them down. Or you might do this part. Okay? And leave your pointer finger free. And just do that until you get used to it. And then, you know, and when you approach it, you might lay this first, then bring that down. That's the way I've been doing it. It seems like I get more success in getting it. And you know, and then what happens is it gets closer to where I'm able to almost lay everything down together and be precise. Okay. Okay. So let's hear that again. So we're gonna play that chord. Use your thumb to pick the lower notes, and then these 3 fingers are picking the other notes. Okay. Then go to A5. I'll put the chord up there. Go to the E chord. And then take that E chord and just slide it up so that your pointer finger is at the 5th. Just leave the same formation, and then just move it up to the 8th fret. Okay, so the pointer finger is at the 8th fret. It's a kind of a form of a B, okay? Because that's B right there. If you bar it, we're just doing part of it. Okay. And then you can go back to the chord again. Okay? So practice that out. And, you know, it's going to take a little time. It's not something that's going to happen right away. if you're not used to it. It's just one of those chords. It's a struggle for a lot of people. Not everybody. You might just get it right away. And if you have larger hands, or maybe that might makes it easier for you to make that stretch. It might not be anything to you. There's some stretches on this guitar I've seen people do, and it's like I try it and I can't get it. I just have these short, stubby fingers. Even with having a shorter scale. All right. Well, I hope you have a great day out there. Let me know what you think about those strings too. Let me know if you're successful in putting that chord down. And I hope you have a great day out there and wherever you are in this world.